G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome back of course to the Time Bomb channel, and I hope all is good and excellent in your part of the world. Watch today, I have a very beautiful American classic, the Hamilton Intra-matic Auto Chrono. That's reference number H38446731. New release from Hamilton, and I think it looks, brilliant. If you've got any interest in motorsport, this is an absolute stunner. I often find that Hamilton get a little bit of a ribbing by, a few people in the watch community, but to me, they make some incredibly good-looking watches, and this one is a real handsome beast. Before we get into the key speccage, this one has been lent into the channel by the lovely people at First Class Watches. I was in the shop the other day, and they've got a huge number of new releases and new brands in there, so definitely give them a look, and do mention the Time Bomb channel when you go there, because they're going to help you as best they can on price matching. Let's just zoom in a fraction. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, so good looking watches. I think Hamilton, do a stunning job of it. Not only that, I think it's also sometimes a little bit difficult to inject something new into the chronograph watch design and get it nice and looking sexy. I think Hamilton do it. Furlan Mari, I think as well, another brand that do it very, very well indeed. I think there's just little touches on here, for example, having the tacky scale in there instead of on the bezel. Simple combination of colors as well on this watch, and the execution finishing of it as well, I just think is really very, very, very good looking indeed. It's been done before. So many ideas, but I think in black, yellow and white, I think they've done really something quite special. You may of course be already very familiar and probably know more about it than I do, the Caliber 11 Chrono of the 1960s, and this watch and the range giving a little bit of a chapeau to that history. Some key speccage. These are 40 mils across, but you're going to need to add definitely a few additional mils for those chrono pushers. They're quite long, and then it's a fairly hefty depth there of 14.45 mils. You've got 20 mil lugs over here, and then hang on a second, I forgot that one. Yeah, sorry, just checking. It's about 49 mils north to south. You get obviously sapphires up top as you'd expect, 100 meters worth of watery decency, and buzzing away inside then is the Caliber H31 on this one, updated, 60 hours of power reserve, and again reflective of that first auto chrono movement, so something quite special inside indeed. You get a screw down crown over here. Let me just pop that out so I can see what I'm doing. And you get a very nice, again, positive resistance to that. And again, yeah, quick set date. Sorry, I've gone past it. Always do have issues with this, just looking through the camera, try to see what you're doing. Anyway, wanted to show you the, let's get that back into there. It's quite a long wind as well. Chrono action, that's where I wanted to go with this next. So very, very positive click as it tricks off around there. And as I say, lovely, lovely splash of color as that moves off around the dial. As I say, such a good looking watch. And I do like all the finishing on it as well. They're really very, very, very impressed indeed. These do retail for around £2,265, I think, here in the UK. Brand new release, but such a handsome beast. And then we're just popping back up to the top. Again, super fast, rapid. Just very, very, very interesting movement. Of course, that auto chrono. You've got a coming back to that case body, it's sort of curvaceous and quite squat as well. You notice the around the back as well, it scoops into that, as I say, very good looking case back. It's not much going on there. It's just like that smooth steel, with your releases there, as I say, but they just do it very, very well indeed. PVD coated in very, very black, as I say, just like that matte finishing on it as well. I think makes it extra handsome. You notice, of course, the big, bold date window down the bottom, showing many other brands how to do it. Citizen, take note, that's a date window, and that's what size it should be, so people can actually tell what it looks like. See if I can zoom in a fraction more so that you can get a load of the minute track. Fraction of dust there, sorry. So minute track and subdials again, you know, little concentric circles on there again, you know, matte finishing. Hands as well. I don't know, it's just beautifully executed, this one. It really is. Yeah, super impressed. The Super Luminova looks like this in the dark. You don't have a huge you know, there's not massive surface areas for the loom to be coated onto, but I think it works and it's fairly effective, you know, on a sports chrono. The leather calf leather, again, it feels very good, brand new. You get those little yellow accents in here reflecting the dial. I don't really see these on a metal bracelet unless you guys know of one that would work. To me, it's going to be leather or sailcloth would be ideal on this. You know, maybe even a rubber at a stretch. If you're not into the yellow and black, they do come in a zesty orange version, as you can see up here, and then also straight out of the nunnery, a black and white version also. I don't know, I mean, I don't have a massive amount more to say about it, other than I just think the finishing, the execution, good looks of this, just the balance of the dial and everything, really very nice indeed. Yes, Tag Heuer, you know, come up with some nice chronos as well, but I suppose the difference is that when you walk out of the store, the Hamilton, you know, won't have lost as much value as the Tag will. Anyway, you can discuss that in the comments down below. Huge thanks again to the guys at First Class for the loan of this one. As I say, just a really very handsome sporty chrono. Thanks to you guys, as always, for your time and for your view, and looking forward to hearing your thoughts and comments down below. Cheers, guys.